Live, 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 live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday night. It's messing with my head that it's Tuesday. It's messing with me. What better things have you got to do on a Tuesday night, really? Sort the kids out, you've had your tea, sitting down to have a gin and tonic. Why not chat about gin? Why not? Why not? So hello, if this is your first time viewing, hello, welcome. Where have you been? My name is Kate. I do this. I have to get my angles right. And I am here. Good evening. Hello. I'm here joined today by, it feels a bit posh. I'm not gonna lie to you, this does feel quite posh. I feel underdressed, and you'll see why in a minute with my, probably like 2005 Sainsbury's number on. Tuesday's a nothing day. So why not have a gin and tonic together? Why not? Chat about gin to one of our new lovely friends at Sip and Share. Now, this is the start of our trio of doing something a bit special for these gents, right? Because there's three of them. Right? There's a gaggle, like a gang, like a group. I'm trying to think of some other word, like a pack or a pack. It's a pack of them. And they're like gin drinking hyenas. They're up for good fun. They wear white. I don't know whether hyenas do that, but let's go with it. And they make some pretty hot gin as well. So, and thanks for letting us on your page, by the way, Bucks Brothers. Look, here's number one. He's one of three. It's like the Generation Game. If you remember that, you might be too young. Jake, are you too young for the Generation Game?
Oh, God. I'm 26 years old, so you tell me.
So if I'm 36 and I watched the Generation Game when I was maybe 9, then you weren't born. So yes, you are. How are you, sir? Branded top, loving it. What we drinking? We having a one?
I'll tell you what I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking a new flavour we're working on at the minute.
All right, go and do something special, or like commoners are sat here with your original good stuff.
Oh, I've got that as well. I can crack one of those.
Right, let's make one. Like, I'm using a pourer because I'm a measurer rather to be all sophisticated. Okay, because I feel like you guys have been in like posh publications and things. Like, we look like we should be off a catalogue. You know that I'm gonna roll with that because I think it's fun. So
out of Bucks Brothers though. We never measure.
You don't do measuring.
We eyeball it.
Yeah. But do you use a glass or just straight from the bottle, or?
So
skinny glass there, Jake. Nice.
We'll crack a little bit in.
I feel like you're now opening what's potentially a customer's bottle there. You've got your own stock. Go on then, eyeballing it. How close can you get to 50, do you think?
Oh, eyeballing it, I would say. Let's call a little bit more.
I reckon that's more than that's got to be more like 60 or 75. No one's judging. We're just enjoying it. We're having a lovely time.
Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday, exactly. Are you tonic or? I mean, are you always ice?
Yeah, plenty of ice. So
yeah,
I'd almost half fill a tall skinny glass like this with ice. And then a good wedge of lemon, because it's got lemon peel in it, the dry.
Right, okay.
So you want a nice wedge of lemon in it. And then I like to go for a premium Indian tonic, just nice and simple tonic.
That's what I've done.
The gin itself has plenty of flavour. And then you're rocking and rolling, really.
So you've got another secret thing going on in your other glass. That's just little secret. Look at your face. Look at your face. Your face seems I got shit going on that I'm not letting you know about.
No. The new flavour that we're working on at the minute it's inspired by limoncello gin. Well, limoncello. So we're creating a limoncello inspired gin. So it's really lemony. It's got quite a herby kick as well. So yeah, that's the secret.
That's the sequel. The secret's out now. When is this secret going to be out? When is the secret being revealed, made into something we can drink?
Soon. It's enough there now, so it's pretty soon. It's pretty
Well,
funny.
this is exciting. Oh, look, the lemons are getting a lot of love. Can't wait to try. So introduce yourself, because we're streaming on your feed as well. You've let us in. But we're also in groups and YouTube and Sip and Share. So introduce. We're everywhere. Basically, the homepage of Google, like in the gin world, very similar.
Yeah.
So tell us about Bucks Brothers. When was it born? Who are you? Give us that bit. Tell us a bit.
I'm Jake. I'm 26. I'm the middle brother of the three Bucks brothers. We've got Max, who's the oldest brother. We've got Gus, who's the youngest brother. We started in June. Well, the idea came about in June. So we were training for a half Ironman that was due to
happen. How did you get on in yours? I did quite well in mine, actually. It was good. Yeah. It went really well.
Yeah. We were getting on all right. The training was all going well. But obviously, COVID stopped the whole thing. The Weymouth event never happened. So we all decided, we were doing it with two other chaps from the village that we're based in, Little Horwood. And we all decided, let's do it for charity. Let's do our own event. There's 5. Let's crack on and get it done. We've done the training for it. So after the first lockdown, me, Max and Gus were meeting up for cycles and things like that. And then we'd have a couple of gin and tonics after, as you do, because you've earned it. And the sort of idea came about. Max said, we've always wanted to do something, set up a business, the three of us.
Okay.
And Max said, why don't we just try gin? We all love gin. It's the main thing we all drink when we go out and things like that, and when we're having a barbecue. So we said, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. So normally things like that don't really, come of anything. Yeah. But during lockdown, you've got a lot of time to think about what you want to do and think about, the different things that you want to aim towards. And we all said, yeah, let's go for it. And it just snowballed. It just went crazy. We went full speed ahead. Normally those things don't really come to much, but we cracked on, worked really hard towards it, and it kicked off. That was Bucks Brothers. And in the back end of October, we launched our website. Mm-hmm. We got into a couple of trade, a few pubs and things before that. But we launched our website back end of October, and it just went on from there. And, it's been full speed ahead since.
So we were training, just to recap, so all clear. We were training for an Ironman, fit guys, running and things. We were doing that. And then we thought, oh, God, can't really do much running at the moment. So I know what we'll do. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum and create an alcohol brand and make our own gin. Yeah?
Yeah, but also, gin goes with the sort of health aspect as well, because
we're doing this, are we? Okay, right, I get you. Okay, carry on, Jake. No,
not that I know anything about that. I don't have slimline tonic. I have full sugar, full fat, because I'm not interested in slimline. I like a bit of sweetness, so I'm not interested in the health aspect. But I feel like that's one of the reasons that gin has massively kicked off, and it's as popular as it is today, because our sort of generation, they're massive into the gym and the health side of life. And I think that's why it's really kicked off and why gin is still as popular as it is.
So out of the three of you, who's the fitter? We're doing the Ironman thing. Who was like, oh, I can't be asked to do this anymore? Who's slowest?
This is the funny thing, right? So Max, the eldest, he was always the fittest. He was always massive into running before me and Gus. Gus used to smoke. He loved a drink on the weekends, a proper session.
Right, we're going to make a note about this when I speak to Gus.
So, right, Gus quit smoking. It's complete. So we did the event. We all did really well. Everyone completed the event for charity. So we all completed the half Ironman. Gus continued the training, went straight through. He is now by a million miles the fittest. He's in best shape. He's just gone for it. He's single as well. So if there's any single ladies watching this,
that's a whole other dimension to what Sip and Share could bring. I mean, I hadn't.
As well, yeah.
So why did they send you in first? For our 1 of 3 chats, why did they send you in first? Because as the middle brother, you would have thought, Max, I always think Max is the youngest. Not that I always think about Max, sounds a bit dodgy, but I thought Max was the youngest. So why are you going first? Why have you got a particular love for your original?
Well, to be totally honest, I mean, it's nice to mix it up a little bit, because quite often it's assumed that Max will go first because he's the older. He's 28, I'm 26, Gus is 23. So we said, let's spice it up a bit. I don't mind, I'll go first, and I'll talk about the first gin that we brought out, because people assume that it will be an age order. We'll drop it down and do it that way. But here I am.
All right then. So tell us about this.
First.
Tell us about this. What's in it? So we know the gin lovers like to know what's in it. So can you tell us a bit about the botanicals?
Botanicals are, we've got, so I saw your introduction earlier when you did a little bit of a live earlier. And you said you picked up on the citrus notes. That's because there's sweet orange peel and there's lemon peel in there.
Okay.
We've also got, you probably find a lot of people pick up on, if you try it neat, there's quite a licoricey aftertaste.
Yeah.
We've got licorice root in there. We got cassia bark, which is quite a strong cinnamon flavour. The usuals as well, coriander and orris and things like that.
A bit of juniper as well, I reckon.
Juniper, obviously. Yeah. You don't have to say about juniper now.
Most of the time, I would completely agree with you. So, we're having sound issues. I don't know why we're having sound issues, folks. I think some people can hear us both and some people can't. So, I'm sorry if you can't. So, very good gin. I'm guessing your feedback has been incredibly positive.
It's gone down well, yeah. It has gone down really well. And say the pomegranate and slow's gone down really well as well. And we're hoping to sort of, there's no reason why slow should be a winter gin, There's no reason why it should be associated with the winter seasons, because it's really, really fruity gin. And with Prosecco or champagne, it makes a really nice summer cocktail. So that's been going down really well as well. But yeah, the dry, it's had really great feedback. We're trying to, it's a bit of a shame about the pubs at the minute, because it gives people less chance to try our product. But yeah, no, we've had brilliant feedback, and we can't be happier really with how it's gone.
So which came first, the desire to make the gin or the desire to all wear white and look like we were out of a Next catalogue from 2005 early cricket season?
Gin. The gin came.
The white thing is brilliant. Your brand is completely on point. Your website is on point, and it matches. The marketeer in me goes, oh my goodness, it's amazing. It matches the quality of the product. So tell us about the branding. Whose idea was this to,
We're quite fortunate. Max's partner, Robin, she's an illustrator by trade. And
is this what this links to?
So Robin designed the logo, worked on all of that. And yeah, that's where it all began. So we said to her, can you come up with something? We want it simplistic. We want it sort of straight to the point, a little bit of fun as well. Something that you wouldn't. The thing with a lot of gins these days is the logo is massively in your face, really colourful, really bright. There's so much going on. So the way that we looked at it was, well, let's go the other way. Let's go quite straightforward and simple. And then you're going to stand out on the shelves. If there's a load of gins there, but you've gone fairly straightforward and simple with your design, you're going to stand out between all the other bright, colourful gins. So that's the idea of the white and black, and the the brand stays true the whole way through our range. So with the pomegranate and slow, you've got a ruby red wax dip top. So me and Bianca, my fiance, we wax dip every single bottle by hand and stamp it. Every single bottle. It takes a while, yeah. And so you got the ruby top with the pomegranate and slow, and you've got the ruby writing. But the whole, the logo and everything else is the same. And then the same with the navy. You've got a navy top with navy writing. So we want to keep the brand consistent. And so far, it's standing out in front of all the others, and it's doing well.
So, and I mean, do you normally all wear white, or do you have a coloured wardrobe? I mean, who's because this is the white skinny jean with the loafer shoe. I mean, you guys nail that sort of look. Who's loving that the most?
Max likes that quite a bit. I mean, I'm pretty easygoing. I'll go with whatever's going, and Gus is the same. But you know, white and black, it just works with the brand. It works with the color scheme. So we got another project we're working on at the minute, and you'll see Bucks Brothers on the road this year.
Okay.
We've got a classic horse box trailer that we're working on, and we're converting that into a bar and shop at the moment.
Nice.
Within a month or so, that'll be up and running and on the road, and we're booking into quite a few events, festivals and things like that. So that again, you've got a black horse box with the white sign writing, the white logo and everything all on the side. So
we're taking over the world, aren't we, with our black and our white and our illustrator.
Ed, there's no slowing down.
So I'm pretty sure that mixing the pot of the distillery is not your day job. So you're currently working with a distillery house, is that right? You've got a friend doing it for you. You've created the recipe with them. Tell me about what's happening there.
Yeah, so we've got a contract distiller that we use. He's a fantastic guy. You know, he's been in the industry for ages. He's got tons of knowledge. Been massive for us. So really, really handy person. And it's allowed us to launch straight away, because if you go through the process of getting your distilling license yourself and things, you have literally months before you can crack on and create a brand, create a product. So it allows us to get up and running, and it's just been fantastic for us. And we've been able to lean on his knowledge and things like that. So we work with him and create flavors and go about it that way. And it allowed us to get to the stage that we are at now within a few months.
That's a common scene, isn't it? There's lots of brands across the UK, and I think lots of people don't know that there's loads of brands that are contract distilled, and you as the brand owner create the recipe or work on the branding and all of those sorts of things to enable you to get to market quickly. So where does gin sit? I mean, what do you do when you're not talking about gin and you're not wearing white? What do you do? What's your day job?
So my day job is I did an apprenticeship as a bricklayer.
Yeah.
So my dad's company is N&G Windows and Conservatories, and we've been going for 30 years tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
So it's the 30-year anniversary tomorrow, but I started with him as soon as I left school. I've been working for him for 10 years now. I've also set up my own company doing garden fencing. So I work 3 jobs at the minute, basically. So I'm pretty busy. And then Gus was a welder fabricator. Motorsports engineer was his qualification from college, doing exhaust parts and things for race cars. He got made redundant on the first lockdown, which was another reason that we sort of developed this company. Because there's a lot of uncertainty at the minute, or there was a lot of uncertainty. It looks like we got a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And Max is a mortgage consultant, so we've all got our day jobs. We all crack on.
I mean, Max has got like the least sexy of the jobs, hasn't he? Let's be honest. I mean, no judgment, but he did tell me that he was a mortgage consultant, I think on WhatsApp, and I did laugh and say that's disappointing, Max, but fair play.
We all need a business person in the group, and me and Gus would be useless at that, you know.
Right. Okay, so you guys can run whilst Max can and drink gin, whilst Max can talk about numbers, get you a good rate, all of those sorts of things.
Exactly. If you want to talk business, Max is your man. If you know, practicality wise, with the ordering stock, all that sort of thing, and working on the horse box and bottling the wax dipping, all that sort of thing. Me and Gus are people, really.
But for business and the deals, we're sending the eldest brother Matt forward, are we?
Yeah, he's the businessman. He always has been. He thrives off that. Me and Gus would rather be the hands-on people, crack on with the practical side of it. Max is the salesman and the businessman, really.
So let's talk about your 2 brothers for a minute, because I want to know how you would describe them, and then when I speak to them, I'm going to know how they would describe you as well. So how would you describe Max? And as a brother, I don't want to hear that he's a really nice guy and he's, you know, he's really like clever and stuff. Like, as a brother, how do you describe Max?
Me and Max get on very, very well. Gus and Max clash a lot. They get on really well, don't get me wrong, but they clash. So they're quite similar with certain things. So with that being said, they will clash. But Max is very professional, so it's all straight to the point. We all have a great laugh with each other, otherwise we wouldn't be in partnership with each other. But Max is very professional. He gets things done. Me and Gus, I'm probably the most laid back of the three of us. So I take a laid back approach with certain things.
Okay.
Gus is just, he's sort of the loose cannon. He's the I wouldn't say troublemaker, but he's the loose cannon of the three of us. He's the, I don't know how to describe it. He's the sort of bad boy almost. He's got the motorbikes, all that sort of thing. He
Right.
loves.
Gus, the one with long hair.
Gus, the one with long hair.
I thought it was.
Like a caveman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, in a nice way. So who's the last one standing? For a night out, and I mean, you won't know of like going to Reflex. You'll go like, and you know, nightclubs in the 70s, 80s. You'll go for trendy stuff, and I'd be like near you, waving, trying to join in. Hi guys, can I join in?
And down, I would say, would probably be Max.
First man down.
First man down would be Max. He'd be the first to drop.
He's got work in the morning though, remember? He's got to get his numbers right for at the office.
You're not wrong. He's probably got the most stressful job out of the three of us. I would say me and Gus are pretty close, but Gus would probably take it as last man standing. Yeah, he likes, well, he used to like having a few. So he'd be last man standing, I should think. He'd be last man standing.
And what about tunes?
Keep up.
You try. He's out. He's gone. Is Max responsible for the spends? Are you all putting money into a pot together? Do you all get a round each? Does Max have to sort it out as the eldest and the guy?
Turns around. We all take it in turns around. So there's no quibbling with that, really.
So we've got. Let's bring it back to gin for a second. So we've got this one which launched end of October. And this is currently on a special offer for members at Sip and Share. So thank you so much for doing that. Your other two, the pomegranate and sloe, when did that one come out?
That was beginning of December that came out. So
okay.
Yeah, came out. We tried so hard to get it before December, but it takes it. You can't rush these sort of things. You need it to be perfect when you launch it. You can't have it okay. You know, we're quite particular about it, so it needs to be perfect when it's launched.
I can only imagine kind of you guys having that photo. It looks like you had a photo, and did you all sign off on everything needs to be absolutely on point? Have you all got that attitude towards perfectionism and consistency when it comes to executing stuff?
Everything has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. So, you know, it's a premium brand. Everything has to be premium. It has to be perfect.
So pomegranate and sloe. Oh, go on.
But saying that, you know, we're up for a good time as well. We love to. We're up for a really good time. Hence the horse box. You know, we want to be at these events. We want to be seeing all you guys. You know, meeting everyone coming up to us and having a few drinks, having a good time. So we're up for both of it. But our brand, it's so important. Our brand to us and our product as well. Everything has to be right.
That consistency is so important, and that's what leverages you from just being a bottle on a shelf to being something which can transcend
exactly
and the things that are outside of your immediate product.
There's a lot of people doing gin at the moment, and you have to. Perfection is key to stand out from everyone else. It's absolute key.
So the third one in the range is that your
Navy Strength, yeah.
Navy Strength, which is the original Navy Strength recipe or Navy Strength of your original recipe. Yeah. And then we've got our limoncello thing on.
Navy Strength is, so our original recipe, our Buckinghamshire Dry is 40% and our Navy Strength is 58%. So the flavours punch through a lot stronger. So it's arguably to me, it's my favourite of our three, because the flavours come through a lot stronger. They're a lot more potent. But you got to take it a bit steady. You know, you don't want to have a proper session on it like you would with our dry.
Even Gus is going to have to take it slightly steady then when on Navy Strength, yeah.
Steady, yeah. It's the thing is, it's an easy drinker still. Although it's 58%, it's an easy drinker. So you could easily do your standard double or triple, whatever you end up being, because they reckon when you pour a shot without measuring it out like you did earlier, they reckon it's on average it's about a triple serving. So you don't want to really do that with a Navy because you'll forget how it tasted in the morning anyway. So
well, you can do it, but it's a question of how many you have and where you are when you do it. That's the key thing. You know, it's not before you nip out somewhere or a night out. This is in the safety and comfort of your own home.
Yeah, you probably avoid it if you were doing a few pre-drinks. If you were going out for a night out and you wanted a couple before you went out.
I don't think a Navy Strength in anyone's book is a pre-drink. That's not a tipple before you go out for a quick drink.
No.
Nettie is asking a question. What's the difference between a Buckinghamshire dry and a London dry? Is it the region or are the botanicals different? So
it's the region really. We wanted to have a little bit of fun with that because we're a Buckinghamshire based company, and we said, well, London dry, it was really a way of recording the standard of the gin. So it was to show that it was a higher quality standard of gin. But we said, well, we're Buckinghamshire based. Why don't we just say it's Buckinghamshire dry? It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of a play on it. So we went for that. And
so it's different, absolutely. And I get the feeling you guys, like you said, you've got the horse box. You're up for doing interesting, fun stuff. I will look forward to chatting to Max. I feel like I'm going to wear glasses and be all serious when I talk to him. And then Gus, I mean, I might just get a tattoo, especially for Gus, to be honest. I might just like wear a strappy top and pretend I'm on a motorbike and all these things.
Yeah, you probably want to do that for Gus. Max is serious as you think. He's all business when we're talking business, but he's up for a good laugh. We're all up for a good laugh when it comes down to it. You know, we can have a good time.
So let's
started. You know, it was all about having a good time. That's why we wanted to start this business. We wanted to have fun together and just enjoy it.
And I think if I'm going to choose any activity to do with the three of you, it's not going to be going on a run. So therefore, we can find an appropriate time, maybe when we're out on the road, maybe meet you up at an event this summer. It's not going to be a half Ironman challenge. I will stick with tasting, like doing a tasting event with you guys, stuff like that.
We'll have a drinking event.
Yeah, much more likely. I'm more likely to go for a jog if I've had a couple of gin and tonics in some sort of racing attire. Well, thank you so much, Jake. Is there anything else we need to know about you? Anything you want to tell us? Anything we need to know about your brothers before I speak to them? Anything you need to give me the heads up on? Like,
I think just enjoy them, just have good fun with them.
Okay.
But like I say, we're all up for a good laugh. So just question them like you question me. They'll all be prepared anyway. And they'll have a couple of gins with you and just have a good time.
Okay then. Well, I'm going to get my would you rather questions ready for when I speak to Gus and Max. So I might get the members to give me some questions, then we'll send them back your way.
Definitely. You know, we're really happy to answer any questions. Anyone that's curious about how we got into it and, you know, how we started, what the process is and anything like that, we're more than happy to answer any questions like that. So if anyone wants to ping in some questions for the other two and wants to sort of see how we began and how we started and anything that we haven't covered today, ping in.
I like being in.
Yeah.
I'm going to find another white outfit. I'll do a theme. I'll go clever and businesslike for Max.
I think do black next time.
Oh, so, really? Okay.
Next time, because we got some nice black hoodies with white.
Okay.
Logo. So go black next time.
I've got to go black and sophisticated. I can't go skanky. I've got to go black, like premium, on point. I can't look like I've been dragged around the house by the dog. It does happen. Okay, so black, Who's next then? Who's next? Is it Max or Gus?
It's entirely up to you. Who would you like to have next?
What a brilliant question. I will enjoy thinking about that.
You know what I think? I reckon leave Gus till the end.
Yeah. Awkward, but yeah, I agree.
Leave Gus till the end because you'll have, have a few drinks with him, have a bit of fun.
No. On that note,
Gus is up for a good laugh, so probably do him towards the weekend.
I think we need to get you guys at a party. I think we need a sip and share party with the Bucks brothers. I mean, it already feels messy and exciting in the same breath, to be honest. But let's get the rest of your range sorted for sip and share at some point soon when we can, and then we'll let's do stuff.
100% up for doing things. So, we're all about having a good time. So a party would be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I'm already planning some sort of dance. Are you on TikTok? Are you doing TikTok? Are you too pre TikTok? What are we thinking?
Not on TikTok, but I'm sure I can sort some TikTok out.
I'm surprised you're not on TikTok. I bet Gus is. Gus has got like a secret account on TikTok, and
I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I reckon we should get him set up on TikTok.
I reckon Bucks Brothers on TikTok could be messy and fun at the same time.
Well, that's the thing. So we were on about doing these events and things because obviously we've got the horse box set up and we've got a gazebo that we've ordered for farmers markets, things like that. And Gus goes, "Oh, festivals will be amazing. So how do we sort out what day we each have off?" We were like, "No." We were like, "That's not how it works, Gus. We need to be full focus, mate."
That's two festival when you get your team in, you grow and you get your team in to do it for you, and you guys then mingling.
Exactly, but Gus is just he was full party. He was full party. Oh, festivals, that would be amazing. We can have it.
And Max is there like, there's no one taking any time off.
But yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Jake. It was really nice to speak to you.
Thank you.
And thank you for this special offer for Sip and Share. We are very grateful for that. Members, if you haven't done it already, go and have a look. And I will speak to you again, and I will see. Yeah, people are saying, I think we need an offer on the Navy strength, Kate Carney, and tagging me in. I know, I'm working on them. Don't panic, members. We're getting there. And I will see you again another day, probably at a party somewhere or a festival. We'll be just dancing around, probably with Gus, to be honest. We would have gone off by then. And I'll speak to your two brothers very soon.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. All right then. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.